Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're embarking on a journey through the stars and the vast frontiers of outer space. Get ready to explore the mysteries of the cosmos through the eyes of an astronaut. In this video, we'll dive into some of the most iconic scenes from space movies and discuss how the reality of space exploration compares to its portrayal on the big screen. From classics like 2001, A Space Odyssey, to modern films like Wall-E and A Sunshine, we'll join renowned astronaut Chris Hadfield as he reflects on the science, technology, and beauty of the universe. Get ready for a fascinating trip through the cosmos. I discovered that after the release of Interstellar, some individuals informed me that while I was aboard the International Space Station, I performed a cover of a David Bowie song. They used footage of me to observe how the lighting appeared on a spaceship, which they then replicated while illuminating Matt McConaughey's face as he gazed through the spacecraft's windows. It amused me how art imitated life, which in turn imitated art. My name is Chris Hadfield, a colonel in the Air Force, astronaut, having flown in space 3 times, commanded the International Space Station, conducted 2 spacewalks, and formerly served as a test pilot and engineer. I also dabbled in downhill skiing and occasionally played the guitar. Today, we're here to analyze scenes from various space movies. Gravity 2013. This scene from Gravity depicts the Space Shuttle Explorer orbiting the Earth while repairing the Hubble telescope amidst an asteroid debris field. While the visuals are impressive, the portrayal deviates significantly from reality. Satellites move at staggering speeds of 17.5 thousand miles per hour, far faster than depicted here. Furthermore, the characters' actions and dialogue are unrealistic, undermining the authenticity of the film's depiction of space exploration. Passengers 2016. In Passengers, the ship's gravity malfunctions, resulting in weightlessness for its inhabitants. While the film portrays some aspects of zero gravity accurately, such as water behavior in space, other elements, like the sudden stoppage of the ship's spin, are less plausible. Despite these inconsistencies, the movie effectively captures the visual and emotional essence of space exploration. In conclusion, while these movies offer captivating depictions of space, they often take creative liberties that diverge from reality. As we continue to explore the cosmos, let's strive for accuracy in our portrayals of space travel and discovery. Interstellar, a real astronaut's perspective. After the release of Interstellar, I was informed by some colleagues that during my time on the International Space Station, while performing a cover of a David Bowie song, my footage was referenced to illuminate Matt McConaughey's face as he peered through his spaceship's windows. It amused me to see life imitating art, which, in turn, imitates life. My name is Chris Hadfield, a colonel in the Air Force, astronaut, with 3 space missions under my belt, including commanding the International Space Station and conducting 2 spacewalks. I've also been a test pilot, engineer, downhill ski racer, and occasional guitar player. Today, we'll be examining scenes from various space movies. Gravity 2013. In Gravity, we witness a scene where astronauts repair the Hubble telescope amidst asteroid debris. The concept is intriguing and the visuals are stunning. However, the portrayal deviates significantly from reality. Satellites move at staggering speeds, far beyond what's depicted. Additionally, the depiction of Sandra Bullock's character's movements and the reliance on communication with Houston is far from accurate astronaut behavior. The portrayal undermines the achievements of real-life astronauts, setting unrealistic expectations, especially for women in space. Passengers 2016. Passengers presents the challenge of generating gravity aboard a spaceship. While spinning the ship could create centrifugal force akin to gravity, the sudden cessation of the spin depicted in the movie is unrealistic. Water behavior in zero gravity is depicted relatively accurately, though the characters' actions during the crisis stretch believability. Armageddon 1998. Armageddon showcases space shuttles landing on an asteroid, but the film is rife with inaccuracies. Real-time communication with mission control, unrealistic maneuvering of the shuttles, and perpetual engine operation without fuel source defy physics. Despite its entertainment value, the movie falls short in realism. The Martian 2015. The Martian highlights the challenges of survival on Mars with commendable scientific accuracy. Mark Watney's resourcefulness in cultivating food mirrors potential real-life solutions. However, the film exaggerates the thinness of Mars' atmosphere and fails to accurately depict the planet's gravitational effects on human movement. Apollo 13,1995. Apollo 13 offers a realistic portrayal of problem-solving in space missions. The film accurately captures the urgency and collaboration required to overcome challenges. While certain details may be dramatized, the overall depiction aligns closely with actual space mission protocols. Interstellar 2014. Interstellar explores complex scientific concepts surrounding black holes and time dilation. While visually captivating, the film takes artistic liberties with scientific principles, particularly concerning the portrayal of black holes and time travel. The emotional resonance outweighs scientific accuracy in certain aspects. First Man 2018. First Man chronicles Neil Armstrong's journey to the moon but falls short in capturing the exhilaration of space exploration. Sound inconsistencies and inaccuracies in depicting spaceflight dynamics detract from the film's authenticity. Despite its flaws, it sheds light on the human aspect of space exploration. Hidden Figures 2016. Hidden Figures celebrates the unsung heroes behind early space missions. While some scenes simplify the complexities of orbital mechanics, the film effectively highlights the contributions of individuals like Katherine Johnson. It serves as a poignant tribute to those who played pivotal roles in space exploration. Ad Astra 2019. Ad Astra presents a moon chase scene fraught with inaccuracies, from the sound in the vacuum of space to the portrayal of lunar rovers reminiscent of past space missions. While guns could function on the moon, the depiction of their operation lacks scientific rigor. Despite its flaws, the film offers compelling visuals and storytelling. Each space movie offers a unique perspective on the wonders and challenges of space exploration. While some prioritize scientific accuracy, others prioritize emotional storytelling. Ultimately, these films inspire curiosity about the cosmos while reminding us of the real-life heroes who venture into the unknown. 2001, A Space Odyssey 1968. 2001, A Space Odyssey. Arthur C. Clarke's remarkable novel brilliantly depicted. In the late 60s by Stanley Kubrick and his team. Upon returning from my initial space voyage, and sitting in my living room with my spouse, I recall saying to her, "It was astonishing how you perceive the world. The velocity at which you traverse the globe, the grand curvature of it, it's precisely as they envisioned when they showcased it in 2001. The visuals of it as that spacecraft departed from Earth and approached to link up with the revolving space station. The massive, deliberate ballet of spacecraft. At that time, I remember thinking it's akin to elephants mating. This substantial, methodical, meticulous, three-dimensional endeavor, with a defined objective in mind. That's what it felt like to pilot a craft up to rendezvous with the space station. The small pen floating out of the sleeping passenger's hand. Now the flight attendant walking down the aisle, with Velcro on the soles of her shoes adhering to the Velcro on the floor within the confines of the International Space Station. There's Velcro everywhere, wherever you need to affix something, including that pen, there's Velcro on the pen. With the one type of Velcro, and the wall serves as the loop or hook. She did stumble a bit, though, which was clearly a gravity-related occurrence if observed closely, but the concept of placing one foot, then the other foot, and peeling them off almost like scaling a wall of ice or something, that was an innovative solution to the issue. I believe it's artistically, aesthetically, and quite scientifically depicted. It's superb. WALL-E 2008. This film is a WALL-E, primarily crafted for children, very endearing. In this sequence, WALL-E is out there navigating in space and enjoying himself, utilizing a fire extinguisher. And Eve, the more advanced robot, has her own propulsion system. I'm a bit perplexed about Eve because Eve's head isn't attached to her body, yet there's this peculiar red cable umbilical externally. What fascinated me was how the animators maneuvered WALL-E by deploying a fire extinguisher. And it worked flawlessly. You grab a fire extinguisher, you squeeze the trigger, all that material jets out of the fire extinguisher. And if you don't brace yourself, it would somewhat propel you on Earth. If you're floating in space, and you can't brace yourself at all, it's going to propel you just like a small rocket engine, and they were astute enough to ensure that WALL-E always directed it towards the center of his body. Because if you did it near your head, then it would offset you, you'd just spin. But if you can propel it through the middle of your mass, the center of your body, then it's going to propel you in a straight line. And he's very diligent about continually positioning the nozzle in the right spot. It's quite adorable and quite a nice little exploration of orbital mechanics. During the very first American spacewalk, when Ed White ventured out, he actually had one of those squirters with him. Not a fire extinguisher, but a small handheld squirter that he could maneuver with. Eventually, we discovered it was an impractical method of locomotion. It's better to use handholds on the spacecraft or wear a jetpack. But what Wally is utilizing that was actually employed by the first American to ever spacewalk. Sunshine 2007. This is Sunshine, a film about a crew endeavoring to reignite the sun, but in this scene, the crew realizes that they're witnessing Mercury passing between them and the sun. It's almost like a miniature version of an eclipse. People are enamored with eclipses. It's almost mystical. It's a fascinating phenomenon to observe. I believe that would be natural. The crew would be thrilled to see Mercury silhouetted against the sun's light. In the scene, however, Mercury seems to be swiftly orbiting the sun. I mean, just within the time it takes for those individuals to sit and gaze out the window, it traverses about an eighth of the sun's circumference. In terms of Earth days, Mercury takes months, about 88 days or so, to complete an orbit around the sun. You wouldn't perceive its motion relative to the sun just by looking out the window as they are. Furthermore, the sun is incredibly luminous. How are you able to discern Mercury against the brightness of the sun? It's akin to staring at a car's headlights and attempting to spot a marble or something. Your eyes would be overwhelmed by the brilliance of the sun, unless they have some exceptionally fine special filters on their viewing screen within their spacecraft. What's commendable about the scene is the sense of wonder, the awe at the grandeur of the reality of the wider universe. And that concludes our incredible journey through space. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the depths of the universe as much as we have through these cinematic masterpieces. We extend our gratitude to astronaut Chris Hadfield for sharing his unique and enriching perspectives with us. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content about the universe. Until the next space adventure.